Many students spend a lot of time making a revision timetable and want it to be perfect. They think by having the perfect timetable, it will allow them to excel. There's no grading, yes or no?
Yeah.
But we need to find the gradient, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Can I not find the gradient of this red line?
That's what I was gonna say, but I thought it didn't make sense.
They try the timetable for a week and get by, but then struggle to stick to it and fall off. You see, the students are spending way too much time on the wrong things and end up not doing the work they planned out to do. They then end up getting stressed, anxiety and pressure kicks in, and they are not able to focus. Aaron, instead of saying, how did it get so fast? Why don't you focus on doing it first? That's question 6, Aaron. Look,
question 6. Oh, 6, right.
Look, I completely get it. I've been guilty of doing this and see my students doing this as well. So in this video, I will share with you 3 powerful steps you can do to make a simple revision timetable that will take you less than 15 minutes to do and actually stick to it. For those who don't know, I studied electronic and electrical engineering and achieved a first-class honors. I then worked at an investment bank called Goldman Sachs to then leaving the corporate world to go and start up a private maths academy where I now teach maths from year 7 all the way up to A-levels for the past 7 years. These are insights I gathered from students and parents, and hopefully you can find this beneficial on the journey that you're on. The first step is you want to determine how much free time you have during your week. You have to be honest with yourself here. When I say free time, it's free time outside of your normal day-to-day activities. This could be you have lectures, university, school, extracurricular activities. Those are not your free time. What is the time that you have outside of that? And you want to make sure you know that from Monday to Sunday. Get an understanding of, okay, how much time you have on Monday, free, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. The reason why you want to do this is so that you understand how many hours you have to play with. And this also includes taking into consideration your sleep. If you need 8 hours of sleep, if you need 6 hours of sleep, take everything into consideration. And once you have your free time, you will then be able to understand and actually be able to know how much time you can put on the subjects that you need to go and make revision for. Don't try and make up excuses, say, oh, I've got to do this, so it's going to, interject into my free time. No, be honest with your free time. Don't just say, okay, I have this activity that I need to do, or I need to do this and it's going to interject into my free time. No, if you have nothing to do outside of those normal day-to-day activities that you have to do, that is considered as a free time. And literally tally it up, like get a piece of paper and just write, okay, Monday I have 4 hours of free time. Tuesday I have 2 hours of free time. Wednesday I have 6 hours. Whatever the hours is, just make a note of it. And then you're going to see in the next step how we're going to be able to correlate this with the free time that you have. Okay, let's do equation on tangent part 2 then. Because I just realized, we need...
Wait, what are you doing? You bring our books?
Your book? No, you bring a mat to sit down. And then I'll give you a booklet of the question. It will be a PDF file that you'll get through Skype. But then everyone will have to do the questions independently, right? Because he might be, I don't know, on question 1, you might be on question 6. So you're going to wait for him to get onto question 5.
Why did I have to read this one?
Okay, it's just an analogy. Okay, right. Now it's very easy, but just follow through what I'm about to do here, yeah? It's very important. I'm going to just show you visually first what this means, because you're like, what is all of this? Everyone knows how to draw a circle?
No, how many sides does it have?
It's a good question. How many sides does a circle have actually? 1 or is it? Okay, this is my circle. Where would 3, 6 be? Which quadrant would it be in? 1, 2, 3, top right, right?
Yeah.
So, does that make sense? That's my tangent. A tangent just touches this point P36. Does that make sense? The tangent touches the point 36. Does that make sense? Why are people laughing?
Oh, 3 out!
Sorry.
Daniel, give me your phone. You put it in my bag.
Yeah. Take the phone. Put it in your bag. Put it in your bag. Okay, put it in. Close that bag. No.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
So it's in his sleeve.
Show me your sleeve.
The other sleeve.
Okay, take your bag. Give it to Sahil so he puts it over there. It's not fair if I do it on Mari and then not on you guys, isn't it? Anyone else who's got looking at their phones will do the same thing.
Yeah, he's
With him, I will know when he drops down on the floor, that's when I'll know it'll work. Okay, this is my tangent. Touches. So tangent is when it just touches, right? It just touches at one point, right? Just touches. Because it's just... Okay. it just touches 1 point. That's what the tangent, that's the definition of tangent. It touches at 1 point. Okay, right, cool. The second step that you want to do is get a piece of paper or your iPad and write out your weakest subjects. Start with the subjects you struggle a lot with or have got a low grade in. Your strongest subjects should come last. Now you might be asking, what are you talking about? Why are we doing this? The reason why I'm saying this is because your timetable will be based on your weakest subjects. Your weakest subjects will be your priority. The strongest subjects will also be incorporated, but it's not going to be incorporated as much as your weakest subjects. So let's say, for example, you struggle a lot with maths and your grade is a C, but with chemistry, your grade is an A. Maths is what's going to be taken priority, and maths is what you're going to be focusing on more compared to chemistry, because chemistry is something that you're strong with and you've been doing well. So make sure you have that list where you start with your weakest subjects, and from your weakest subjects, it goes down to your strongest subjects. That will be your list in terms of the priority of what you're going to tackle first. Once you have that list, based on the free time that you have calculated from the first step, you can see now how I'm combining this. You're now going to start taking these subjects and putting it on your free time. So let's say, for example, Monday you have 3 hours of free time. Okay, you know your weakest subjects right now is maths, and then your strongest subject after that is chemistry. Okay, so for Monday, how you can split that 3 hours is say, okay, for maths, I'm going to spend 2 hours on this and then 1 hour on chemistry, which means that you're giving priority more to maths compared to chemistry because maths is your weakest subject. Of course, I'm just using these numbers as an example. You can tweak those numbers in whichever way you feel comfortable with, but the principle behind this is you're focusing on your weaker subjects, and your stronger subjects, you are still focusing on it, but not as much. It's just a little bit less compared to the weakest one, because the weakest one is what you are taking priority on. I hope you can see how we're partitioning this. So based on the free time that you have and based on the priority of the weakest subjects, you're now starting to create a plan that's going to work for you. There is no point in you comparing your timetable with someone else, because you are unique to everyone else. You have strengths and struggles that's different compared to everyone else. So you can't make a timetable that is similar or the same as someone else, because your circumstances are different. Your situation is different. Don't look at what anyone else is doing. Just focus on, okay, what is my strengths? What is my weaknesses? How many hours of free time I have as well. That's also another thing. Like, don't look at just because someone is doing so much hours of work that you should feel guilty and pressure that you need to now do it. You're only feeling guilty and pressure because you know you haven't done the work that is required for you to do. If you've done the work that is required for you to do, you don't care what anyone else is doing. They could be doing 10, 12 hours. You'll be like, okay, cool, you do 10, 12 hours, that's fine. I know I'm putting the work. It might not be 10, 12 hours, but I know I'm putting the quality work, and I'm happy with that. I'm at peace with that because I know I've been working every single day, every single week, every single month, and I'm good with my track record. I'm good with my track progress. It's all about you. The journey is on you. It's not about anyone else. There are going to be people that's just going to try and derail you and just try and play these psychology little snaky type of games. Don't listen to them. Also, the timetable, it's suited and it's ideal for your life circumstances. You're not living in your friend's house. You're not living your friend's life. So you can't have a timetable that's similar or the same as them, because your life circumstances is very different. Your activities, your time, the things that you need to do is different to someone else. Just focusing on your timetable, focusing on the hours that you have free, focusing on the subjects that you struggle with and your strengths, you have a unique timetable for yourself. What I'm saying right now is just an overall timetable frame that everyone can use, and from that timetable template, everyone can then start creating their own. That's how you should look at it. Once you've done that for Monday and Tuesday, then you make sure you finish that for Wednesday till Sunday. And what you're going to see is you're going to have a strong foundations and a strong time allocation for the subjects that you're going to work on.
Actually, it does have a gradient.
Does it?
Yeah.
Go on.
Because if you're a point, yeah.
You have a midlife crisis.
No.
Why's your hand like that?
It does not have a gradient.
What's the problem here? There is a coordinate, but what is there not? There's no gradient, yes or no?
Yeah.
But we need to find the gradient, yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. Can I not find the gradient of this red line?
That's what I was gonna say, but I thought it didn't make sense.
It didn't make sense what you were saying, huh? Why are you tiptoeing like that? Are you practicing for ballerina dancing?
No.
That's how they do it, isn't it? They put their toes like that on the top and then... Amari, where's your bag? Where's your bag? All you're doing, find the gradient normally, then do the perpendicular gradient, and then put it in the coordinates to find the equation of the line. That's it. The graph is just to visually explain, show you how all this works.
So,
Yeah.
what's x squared plus y squared?
That's the equation of a circle. Don't worry, that will come later
So
on.
is that just irrelevant for
for now, but you need to get accustomed to it. It's better that I write
Is
it.
it going to confuse us?
No, because it'll come later on. It's pretty easy. It's not that hard.
Yeah, that was like easier than last week's one.
So we'll do some questions first on this, so you guys get the gist of it, and then we'll start doing the other ones as well. Yeah. So find. Oh Okay, let's go. Also, what I would say actually, draw the diagram for every single question, so you know exactly where the point is. So draw the circle for every single question. Aaron, take your phone. Wafer? What's a wafer?
With my earphones, with my earphones.
You did not say earphone, you said wafer, that's my wafer, that's my wafer. Flip it and you take away the minus. If there's no minus, you put the minus. If there is a minus, you take away the minus. You didn't get that, did you?
No, I do.
You do, just the inverse, reverse. Aaron, instead of saying, how did it get so fast? Why don't you focus on doing it first?
You didn't, this wasn't what you were in the example.
Oh. Okay. That's question 6, Aaron. Look,
Oh,
can
that's question 6. I was 6 running it.
Yash, what'd you get for the first one? Why'd you sound so out of energy, Yash? I'm sorry. Aaron, you get it?
Use man.
I'm not your man, first and foremost. So you got your gradient. Now you have your coordinate. Find the equation of the line. Y equals mx plus c. Look at the example, Aaron. Follow the example. Look at y equals mx plus c. How did I do it? The only reason why it looks hard is because of the problem being in a worded problem. The third step is to make it easy for yourself. Look, don't try and make a timetable where you cram and try and do everything and end up doing so many hours. You are not going to be able to stick to it, and it is not going to be sustainable. Let me explain. For you to stay consistent and stay committed to your timetable, you don't want to make your timetable where it feels like a prison, where it feels intimidating and feels like, oh my gosh, there's so much that I have to do and this is too much, it's too much pressure, I can't do it. No, like start with the basics. Start just introducing certain subjects that you struggle with, but not everything. The way I would look at it is this, very, very simple. The first couple of weeks, just do a couple of the subjects that you struggle with first to revise and study. Don't put all the subjects in because it's too much. Start with a couple of subjects, maybe 3 to 4 subjects max for the first couple of weeks, and start building on that. Because the thing about timetable and just anything in life, when you're doing something at the beginning, especially if something is very difficult and it looks daunting, you are not going to stay committed. It's going to be very demotivating to carry on. Think about it. Think about a time in your life where you went and did something and it was hard. What was your first instance? Oh, I'm going to give up because it was difficult. That's natural. That's normal. But the way that we can change our mindset and the way we can tweak it so that we don't give up and we don't feel demotivated is we make it easy for ourselves. Even with the timetable that you're creating, make it easy for yourself. Don't make it so hard. Like, you know, for the first week, you can spend maybe, 5-10 hours per week just to study. That's it. Just start with the smallest amount of time that you can put. Because the reason why is when you make it easy for yourself, you're going to have less friction and you're going to just sit down and do the work because you know in your mind, oh, I could do this. This is not hard. I'm not spending so much time here. But what you're doing subconsciously is you're training your mind to sit down for a certain amount of time, which is not that big of a time. It's a very small amount of time, but you're sitting down and doing the work, which means now next time you're going to increase the capacity because you've just done the basics. You've just made it easy for yourself. You spend maybe half an hour, 1 hour just doing this, and you had a positive experience that it wasn't that hard or it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be, which means the following weeks, you can now increase that capacity. Okay, let's add another hour, and then let's add another hour in the following. This is how you make it easy for yourself. A lot of people don't follow their timetables because you put all these hours and trying to cram everything in. It's very difficult. Even for me, I would not do it. I would not be motivated to do it. I might have discipline, yes, but even looking at that, it's just like, nah, this is too much. I start easy. 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. Make it easy for yourself. When you do that, you're going to have a good experience. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to not feel like it's as hard as you thought it was going to be. But at the same time, your capacity to do more is going to increase. The timetable is something where you can always change certain things because obviously life gets in the way, and I understand that. Like, there's going to be things in your life, there's going to be unexpected events. That's fine. That's natural, and it's completely, part of the circle of life, if you like. But when those things come, you just tweak certain things. That's all it is. Be flexible. Don't be so rigid, because if you're so rigid and so firm, which is what I've done before, it's not a good experience, and you won't enjoy it as much. So make it easy for yourself. Look at your free time. Look at the weaker subjects, and trust me, when you have a timetable that does not feel like a prison, you will enjoy what you're doing. Math, Show me your bag. Like I said, we are working so we can get ahead, and we are ahead of the pack.
What's 3 flips?
-1/3. Reciprocal, because there's no minus, add a minus. -1/3.
The reciprocal of -5/2 is 2/5.
Correct.
Don't be basic answer. I hate when
I started.
You saw that. You saw what he said. He was gonna create fake accounts to hate on me. Little did you know that the camera is all recording as well. I hope everyone's everyone is drawing the diagram for each question, yeah? Because you'll see these in exam questions. If you can't revision masterclass, you're gonna see, and then you'll be like, oh, hold up, is this what it is? That's it. Only 4 marks. Man, easy.
So why is this so easy?
Dad.
It's my explanation. It's amazing.
Oh, I read 14.
Did I tell you about when I was in school? I think it was year 9 or year 10. We were doing the art class. Someone absolutely farted, and when he farted, we didn't know because we were all gathered up, right, together, because the teacher was showing us the art sculpture. And out of nowhere, there was this rotten egg stink coming, and the teacher was like, "Okay, who is this?" Fair play to the kid. He said it was me. He ended up getting a detention for farting because it was that bad. We had to all leave because it was just that, you know, that rotten, rotten hot egg smell.
So yeah.
Probably the reason why you find this easy as well is because, well, first and foremost, the way I explain it, not to say the teachers are bad, but the way I explain it is just straight to the point. I
They
don't.
are bad. Yeah.
Okay, well, fine, but I just explain it straight to the point. That's it, and hopefully in a way that people understand. And then you just do questions, and that's it. Repeat. Okay, what is it?
Because otherwise everyone would just be on their phones.
Mari, what did you have for breakfast?
I actually didn't have breakfast.
Yeah, get some breakfast. It'll shut you up for a bit. Okay, let's go. Okay, Aaron, where's your bag? Where's your bag? No, take your bag. Aaron,
I'm doing the question.
take your bag. Okay, everyone's gonna get 10 extra questions because Aaron is...
Okay.
Wait, sir.
What?
What's the number? Is that -3?
Yeah, -3, yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Well, congrats. You did that and you got a different answer. What was your Y interception?
-5.
That's where you went wrong.
Me?
No, the wall. How did you find C? What? What are you doing? Show me. Where is it? I don't know what you guys had for breakfast. You're crying now. Why are you crying? What was even the question? Anyone got a tissue? He's crying. Amari, stop texting. Wait, hold on. How are you texting if you're... Why are you holding it like a phone? Actually, that's what I do. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Well, hold up. What's 2/3 times 2? 4/3. 2/3 times 2. 4/3. You didn't write that.
Oh.
That's where you went wrong, isn't it? So you finished?
No.
Yeah,
I've got that extension one.
Okay. So why are you looking at the back in it?
you've been away there.
Shut up. What are you on about?
Good. This is how you speak to people, isn't it? Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. Brilliant. Is it easy or is it hard?
It's so easy.
It's easy, right? This is the thing. Once you understand it, it's easy. That's it. But don't now confuse the method with other things. If you understand this method, stick with it. If you understand your teacher's method, stick with it. Don't confuse both. That's what I would say. I'm not saying the teacher's method is bad or wrong, or mine is bad or wrong. Stick to the one that you find easy. Yeah, we're normally quite ahead anyway, so.
So when would we normally learn this?
Between the September, December time in 11. It's late, it's too late by then. I don't want to be someone that says that, okay, these things that you're doing right now is the end all be all. It's not. There's so many other ways that you can still do well for your life. But I've always said this in my videos and I'll say this again, is that you want to build the principles, you want to build the mindset of tackling a problem and how you go about tackling that problem, because that aspect of being able to tackle a problem or solve a problem is going to be so beneficial for you when you go and tackle other aspects of life. That is really what I'm trying to get you to understand. Don't complicate things, don't overthink it, just get on with it and start. That's all I say, just start. Once you start, you will start to build momentum. Once you build momentum, you start building confidence. Once you build confidence, your capacity to do more will increase. And when your capacity to do more increases, your world is your oyster. Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.